been made by Russian pilot by successfully landing his Airbus A320 aircraft on a cornfield and thereby saving around 226 lives. This incident will go in history as one of the most amazing feat of aviation. So we go into details of this incident, and this incident happened with the Airbus A320 aircraft from Ural Airways, and it was going for a flight from Moscow to Crimea, which is a disputed territory. And after it took off from Zhukovsky airport, the seagulls entered, a flock of seagulls entered into the left engine, right? So, and there were a large number of seagulls, resulted in the complete failure of left hand engine. After this bird strike, another bird strike happened, perhaps of similar birds, and this time into the right hand engine. So both engines completely were destroyed, or the pilot has to shut down the engine. And then a very important thing came out. So the pilot has to decide whether they land gear up or gear down. In this case, the pilot did an amazing job by landing the airplanes without gear down. So they retracted the gear, and this is the main reason that everybody survived, apart from the fact that Airbus A320 series has some very innovative mechanisms inside it, so that if the engine fails, so it pitches the nose in a certain angle so that it lands successfully. So that's something, but in this case the pilot efforts, especially by retracting the gear, made sure that everybody survives. If that has not been happened, the outcome would perhaps be very different, and perhaps very bad also. So what happened in detail was the plane took off from Moscow Zhukovsky airport. It's not very well known airport, to Simferopol in Crimea. This is now occupied by Russia, although it's written here Ukraine. So, and it was 700 feet above the ground. Suddenly it was hit by a flock of birds into the CFM56 engines, and after this the engines failed, and so the pilot decided to return. So the climb was only at 750 feet. That's not a very high altitude, but so they tried to return to the airfield, or land as soon as possible, but they did not land on the runway. In fact, they landed on the cornfield, which is it is a middle between the outer ILS markers, and it is slightly far away from the outer ILS markers. So there they landed the airplane, and the people were taken to hospital. They had some minor injuries. I will show you some pictures in a minute. So and these are the pictures coming on internet. As one can see that the woman is holding a child, and this is the front slide of the A321 aircraft, and these are the big cornfield here, right? This is another picture. The engines and the wings are substantially damaged. More or less this aircraft will be written off. This is another picture. As one can see, the engines have ingested a lot of perhaps the plants, although it was the pilot shut it down, maybe still it was slightly running. So a lot of plants, the cornfields, the corn plants inside the engine of the CFM 56 series engines. And then we have this picture. This is also some damaged engine parts or wing parts, not very clear. So this is the threshold of the runway of the airport, and this is the final position. So this is not a very large distance from the airfield. Thankfully it was a field, otherwise if it was some population, then it would be a lot of fire and very bad things happening there. So there are some of the videos circulating on internet of this accident. Let's look at them very slowly. So in this video, the pilot is about to land on the cornfield. You can hear sounds. Let's watch it live. So this is the takeoff. Sorry. So somebody has made the video at takeoff of this airplane, and perhaps it's not very clear here. Let's look at this one. Perhaps this is the video after it landed. People making videos while the plane has landed. It's a very lucky situation for the people that something bad did not happen in this regard. This is another aerial view, perhaps from a drone camera or helicopter, about the plane on the cornfield. So perhaps this was the trajectory of the plane. So here also the plane is fully intact. There is no fire. Nothing bad has happened with respect to the structure. This is a fire truck, as we can see here. And this is another video. This is quite good video. Sorry, this is a video which shows the landing on the cornfield. Let's look at it. So engine noises one can hear. Very scary situation. Very, very scary. So these are the flaps. I think it's ingesting the plants or something, or noise. It's very scary, very, very scary situation, but thankfully everybody is okay. Yeah, so this what happened, and there will be a lot of investigation into this, why it happened, but I would say the first credit goes to pilot and also the Airbus A320, very, very innovative system which are built into it. Just for a small recap, so this was an incident which happened around 10-12 years ago, in which a pilot landed an Airbus A320 of US Airways on a Hudson River. So these are both very similar incidences, and everybody survived in this incident as well, thanks to the pilot. So guys, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Please like the video. This keeps us going. Without your support it's not possible to grow, so please like it, please subscribe to my channel, and I wish you a very wonderful day. Thank you very much.